Oh, it looks like it's going to be rain. Right here under the Texas mesquite grove. There's no rain at all. Just a Friday in Texas. But we are listening to nature sounds. The sounds of nature. Oh my gosh. Nature's real. How are you people? Oh, hello. Oh gosh, it's really gonna rain outside. Well, the birds are still going though. Man, it's coming in hard. Oh, the storm stopped. I'm Joe Christensen. I read the news every Friday at 9:15 a.m. CST. I have a company named Aqueducts. I named it that because I was a Latin teacher once. Just as water flows into the cities of ancient Rome, so does data flow into your company and irrigates it, makes it fresh, and allows and affords fresh food and stuff. I like the and stuff. I'm drinking mud water brought to you by Mudwater. Nothing's finer. We're just going to put a bunch of dust in a drink. Mudwater, dust in a drink. You got to grab your coffee. It's 9:15-ish a.m. CST. I always say CST, but I think it's CDT or C almost T or just CT. Nobody knows. We read the news, which is my LinkedIn feed after I get amped up on coffee. I'm hoping for a visitor who may or may not come, but he's super busy, so we don't know. But I have a small hope that it can happen. Otherwise, I'll be bobbing around in the waves like a buoy, giving you hints as to who it is. It's Bobby Small. We're gonna see if we can get him. We're trying to rope him down, but he's a community guy, and all that guy does is make stuff happen. So we don't know if he's gonna be gotten. Look at that mulchy coffee. Yeah, a little gritty. Got a little bit of silt in there. Well, the games continue. I've got a lot of stuff going on with AI right now. The motion, if you want to build an AI, step one, figure out what AI is, or at least imagine that you're figuring it out. Step two, get excited about what could be. Step three, get laughed at by the entire market, all your relatives, all your friends, anybody who remotely even knows you. Nice try, jackass. That's generally that's step 3. Now, once you get past that, with AI, you can actually start using it. And then it's just fine. And it's just like all the other tech. And yes, there could be robots that take over the world like Skynet, but it could also be like Star Wars, where it's like the light versus the dark. I will not succumb to the dark side. I will be part of the Rebel Resistance. Rebel Alliance. But enough. There's so much to share. Here's a deserted island on my desktop. I've got a copy. I've got to send an invite to humans. 1 second. Ooh, I don't want to go away from that. Pachang. There you go. See if that works. That's if we get anybody to join us. Do not disturb. So then we have to launch LinkedIn. So before we do that, our first stop is to make fun of whatever's here. Oh my gosh, Mike Greenwell died. I never read the actual news, but Mike Greenwell was from North Fort Myers. That's where I grew up. I think that's where he's from. Goodness gracious, that's the saddest thing ever. Well, the local guy. Medullary thyroid cancer. Dang nation. Her husband died in Boston. Oh my gosh. Sorry, man. Yeah, he grew up in Lee County. So maybe he still lived over there. The Gator. Well, rest in peace, buddy. I usually just make fun of all this for being clickbait, but that was actual news. What else do we have to do? We have to announce that I will be at Summit NAH, also known as Summit North America. Orlando, October 19 through 23, the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center. If you hover over this, it does this cool movie aroundy thing. Official media partner is Cloud Wars. I thought Joe Reads the News would be the official media partner. I don't think that I'm the official anything. I'm the official. My title is Chief Person. What do you think about that, public? I'm the chief person out of all of us. Let's go read news. Some of the news is that Summit's coming up, and I will be there as a sponsor. All it means, mainly, is that I pay money, and then I buy a booth. And then I advertise like crazy, and people come and listen to me drone on and on about reporting. Just kidding. I won't. There's no droning this time. We're going to be very sharp, and we got new websites. You want to see them? Aqueducts Consulting. Well, the new thing, we got what we offer. We got all our brands. Look at our brands. You got the Report Factory. You got the Conduit BI. Go all in with Conduit BI full. You can do next steps with me. We're putting prices on all this. The complete package, show my options. For $45,000, you as well. You also can get Conduit BI full. You can do or you could do it a la carte. But let me talk about Conduit BI full. You can do a tech footprint, foundation and architecture. You do the finance, the supply chain, the Report Factory. That tells you how to do it all and how not to lose all your system when the people leave. Next steps with Joe, that tells you what to do next in reporting. It's excellent. You get a deliverable there on what you're going to, what reports you're going to do. Next steps, report factory workshop. And then this is like 15 years of just me doing the same thing over and over again. I finally coded it. 45K. It's special pricing for Summit. Nah. It's Summit North America, but I call it Summit because it's Summit NA. That's what you can do on Conduit BI. Report Factory, you can make a production line out of your reporting. This is so that the reason we created all these, this was founded in 2012 because I could do custom reporting in D3 in AX 2012 at the time. And then in 2023, I was like, I'm going to make a product out of this, and I made Conduit BI. And in 2024, last year, we made a concept called the Report Factory. And we are delivering that now. That's what's coming out in Summit. Everybody take a look. We're going to be doing a big old thing on this this coming week. We're going to be advertising it to the skies. But not before we amp up on caffeine. What's the best thing you could possibly do with your life? You could kick it off with Report Factory to get the Report Factory workshop to get exactly what you ought to do, how you should do reporting for D365 F&O. What we offer, Conduit BI, then you should drop in all the tech. It's all the plumbing. It's all the getting your data out, transforming it, laying it at the feet of the Power BI world in a world-class Kimball data methodology data model. It's not the whole data model. It's just the one that you need, because I've worked like 14 years trying to ascertain what that is. I don't know. There you go. And then Aqueducts, this is once you get all this in really fast, it's like 4 weeks. You're just pulling 4 months of progress together in 4 weeks. It's the same amount of money. It's just like a fraction of the time. And then you get right into reports, right? So for the same amount of time you're going to spend on this anyway, overall. If you just go from scratch, it'll take you 4 months to get like where I'm done in 4 weeks. And with my approach, after 4 months, you've got custom reports up on the board. We are trying to blow out of the water what you get in 4 months. I'm so excited about it because we've been slow to update the websites with all this stuff. So now they're updated. ERP reporting as you know it changes now. Go read it's gated. Hey, Nico, let's ungate that. I want the people to let the people see my work. All right, there you go. That's all the stuff you can expect. I'm sure there are comments now that are just pouring in. Let's see if there are comments. Oh, some random LinkedIn user, probably Murray5. I would guess it's Murray. I came for the news, but stayed for the mud water. Let's go look at where all the action's happening. What the M? He's missing an entire M in his post, in his comment. Who's better than Murray5? No one. I warrant. No one I submit to you. All right, let's go read the news. This is enough. Just come by, find us in booth 1638. You want to see like a little flash of the booth? Maybe, do we have the latest flash of the booth? Let's see if I can get a flash for you. Yeah. I don't know if I have the latest one. Maybe. She'll send it over. You will get this if my name isn't Kylie Lassard. If my name ain't Anya, I'll get it for you, or else my name ain't Anya Chechersky. But sir, your name isn't Anya Chechersky. Right you are, good sirs and madams. Well, look at all the stuff I'm ignoring. I ignore all the news. Mainly because the reason I do this is that I guzzle news all week, just like they're passing it out free. And I'm stealing it. That's the way that I treat the news. I'm so sick of it. I want to just get away from it. Aren't you sick of it? The caustic exasperation machine that the news is. Can you believe this person said that? Yes. At this point, after all the times that people have asked me if I could believe that they said that thing, I do believe it now. So that's why we do this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Anya Cicherski wins this week's Algorithm Award. For the algorithm to suggest you up into the feed, all up into the feed, then you have to know your stuff. First of all, you have to be on the ball. And Anya has just posted this 14 minutes ago, which puts us right in the place of the news. Well done, Anya. Let's see what else we got going. Well, this is fun, man. Yeah, that's right. He came for the news and stayed for the mudwater. Maybe Matey makes more mentions Monday. Hey, these are all M words. What the M? Welcome. Literally, we haven't read one news yet. Welcome D365contractors.com as a member of ERP Software Blog in our new talent providers section. Oh, wowie, wowie. Hey, she's teamed up with the D365 contractors run by one Ryan Carolyn. And he's just a nice guy to talk to as well. D365contractors.com connects F&O customers and partners with pre-vetted, proven, independent experts. They have built a true community of good humans that also happen to be experts in F&O. If you are at a point in your ERP journey when it makes sense to have F&O experts on your side of the fence, independent D365 consultants can be a great option. But where do you find these consultants, she asks? How much do they cost? How do you know they are actually good? It was italicized, so I had to go to Italy to pronounce them. Great questions to ask Ryan Carolan. Ask Ryan Carolyn, and he's just a nice guy to talk to, too. And we're going to go see Anya's profile. What do you do for a living, Anya? Well, first of all, she's part of a panel wherever she goes in Directions EMEA. And she's got all kinds of stuff going for her. Membership benefits for ERP CRM at $175 a month. Please go sign up. She has all her links. Sorry, guys. I've been outsourcing much of Joe Reads the News to an AI robot. Virtual Joe. AI Joe. AI Joe. ER Joe. If I don't like my jokes, then who will? Nobody. I warrant thee. I've warranted thee twice this morning. I do not like the term thought leadership when it comes to we don't know. Creating content, but I hear that everywhere now. I think subject matter expertise or subject matter experience is better. Oh, I could write that way too. Ooh, that's good. So everyone go follow Anya and sign up for her stuff. This was how long ago? On y'all? 11 months ago. Oh yeah, it was a while ago. I think I remember reading that. Oh, Sora tops 1 million downloads in 5 days. But I'm not reading that. We did not read that news. In fact, if I zoom in well enough, I think that news goes away, wouldn't it? Yeah. Take that, news. I don't want any competing news on this platform. Everyone go out to D365 Contractors and also buy from Anya. But wait, we have to be interrupted because Kylie Lassard thinks that video is winning and that the top performing campaigns were video forward. It's not a coincidence, it's a shift. The news flash is that people like watching movies over pictures, motion pictures. So when you say that they're a movie, that means that they're moving. And instead of it being a talkie, it's a movie. We're not going to like that. We're not going to encourage her because then she'll just come back next week. I think she's been here I think she's been the top spot for 2 or 3 weeks running. Fair enough. I have a pen. Mark D. Giorgio says the biggest barrier to adopting any level of agentic AI in your services business today is the 15 years of debt you've accumulated from existing CRM and PSA. That's project service. Isn't it project service? Tools and poorly defined processes and a lack of information architecture. You can't trust any of your data. But the structured data that is there sitting in well-intentioned tables that has been related to the wealth, hasn't been related to the wealth of unstructured data sitting in emails, message recaps, and documents. It hasn't been related to the wealth of unstructured data. Nico says video forward. I like the old comments. Keep them coming, folk. Wonder how many humans are on this thing. You want me to say the number out loud? Join. Well, let me tell you how many. I don't know. I don't see the number. I've never learned to read. You can't trust any of your data, but the structured data that is there. Oh, wait, I already read that. TechStack can fix all of that and make all your enterprise info available to Copilot Studio and Azure AI Foundry. If you are coming from Salesforce, you'll also save about 80% a year in licensing and support costs. Take that, Benioff. Why don't you just Benioff in the distance? All these people duke it out. Do you know something interesting about CRM? I didn't know this because there's so much noise coming from Salesforce and Microsoft and everything. Do you know what 80% of the market for software is? It's mind-boggling. 80% of the market. What would you think it is? Oracle, SAP, Microsoft. All of those players combined. I'm melting. All of those players combined in the market represent something like 20-something% of the whole worldwide market for CRM and ERP. Do you know who represents 80% of it? It's no one vendor. It's all of the proprietary ones. It's the ones that are purpose-built for an industry. They call it best of breed. So Salesforce people. I met this guy who has a big old Salesforce place. His first comment, I was like, "Oh yeah, I work with Dynamics." He goes, "Oh, I suppose they have a product in that region." It's just oh, bless you. What a nice guy. I'd never really sat down to talk to him, and I knew of him, and that was the response. That we're going to two dogs in a back alley. We're gonna gnaw on the bone, or that in his case, he's just gonna go and throw mud and leave. Whatever, dude. But see, TechStack is purpose-built for a niche. It rides along the Dynamics thing, but it is made for a niche market, for the Microsoft market, in fact, for people who are partners. So he's targeting partners. He has an identified user base. I gotta wake up. Didn't I do coffee? You saw me do coffee. But TechStack can fix all that, and it's cheaper than Salesforce. Integrated Teams and SharePoint Docs, Graph API. I've never used this to link all email and meeting recaps. True Customer 360, every interaction from marketing, sales, delivery, support, and billing. I think what he's saying here is that you get this this portal, and when you want to reach out to somebody, like they have these embedded insights from, it's just securely harvesting your email and your pitch decks and the last time you spoke and the emails back and forth and stuff like that. And it really is mining like crazy to try and get to where this client is. If somebody's mad and they need help, like they need attention, if somebody's disconsolate, if they're sulking in a corner, you got to go help them out. If they're overly exuberant and they're too excited and they're about to crush you with like 3 times the amount of ask that you're currently providing them. So that's all there. I use this stuff so I can see what they're talking about there, and it does do those things. So I look forward to using those. In just 18 months, 90% of your team's time could be spent directly with customers. Agentic AI is making that future possible, whether you're in sales, software, or support. I agree to this. Actually, what I want to see here, this is interesting because the Mark D posted something, and then right under it, his company TechStack comes up. How's that for algorithm? We got to go tell Anya she has the most algorithm. You, Madam Anya, have by far the most algorithm this week. Congratulations. Kylie, I think that's her name. So TechStack, agentic AI is making that future possible, whether you're in, isn't that good? Wouldn't that be, you'd say that's good, right? Because you're paying more attention to people. And there he is.
Months away from getting to this kind of utopian goal of having 90% of a team member's time being in front of a customer. So if you're implementing software, 90% of your time will be in front of the customer. If you're in sales, 90% of your interactions will be face-to-face human interactions, not behind the scenes stuff.
He's saying it'll be all right in front of you, like face-to-face. Kristen says, I'm here and waiting for you to read my news. We'll see if the algorithm picks up the vibe. If the algorithm says that Kristen Hossman, we should show her stuff. Another bucket list stop, Joe. There's Buried Beef, Covered Bridge Festival, Tangier. Oh, fancy. You have to check that out on messaging. Pause. So Mark D's announcing stuff. Let's go over to messaging. Well, Buried Beef. What is this thing? Coveredbridges.com. Buried Beef, Covered Bridges. Home of the buried beef. Enjoy world famous buried beef served daily, paired with a delightful selection of homemade pies. In what sense is it buried? Breed. Oh my gosh. Why wouldn't anybody not go here? Sign up for your monthly Covered Bridges newsletter. Oh, because it's actually buried. They put it in the ground, maybe to keep it warm, cold. I am from the South. I don't know what's happening in the North. Is this a Northern thing? What's wrong with me that I don't know this? All right, Rush Creek Bridge. Cross this bridge at a walk. Rush Creek Broomery. Hey, I need brooms. Everybody go buy brooms from Rush Creek. Pecan pie. Oh my gosh. We read the news under alternatingly between a pecan grove and a hickory, or not a hickory, a mesquite grove. You think about that. Wow, so they do this wood thing. And there's that looks like either pie or baked beans and potato salad. And they've got all these good things to take back, and knit caps and brooms. Why? So you can do spring cleaning with your brand new broom. I'm gonna clean up this town. Not behind the scenes stuff, like everybody go buy Tech Stack. AI is leading the largest organizational paradigm shift since the industrial and digital revolutions. Today's leaders cannot wait for perfect clarity. In this article, McKinsey points leaders to where they can act now to shape the new era, refining their operating models to create more value and rewiring for an AI-first approach instead of waiting to be shaped by it. So fancy. Yeah, check this out. Man, I gotta read this thing. Link. A link. Where was I? I think I just blew my algorithm. OpenAI for Business is now looking lovingly into the camera and telling you that it's going to charge you $10 million minimum to work on any of your stuff. So they're done working on their stuff. They're now going to pivot and they're going to do the Palantir. I could not think of that word. So they're going to do the Palantir thing. They are going to do engineer forward, which means they take all their best and brightest AI dudes and then they send them out on site. And it's $10 million minimum, and corporations can write that check and get the OpenAI people to build you something. Palantir is doing it. I think that's going to be a trend. I think that's going to be a big trend, actually. I think it's going to threaten our industry. I think I'll just say it this way. I think all of our whole industry is about to be a subcontractor to those other people. Just saying. Feature Friday, episode 4, ad hoc notes in Business Central, pain points, limited in-app communication. What are we talking about? Psst. Ad hoc notes in BC. Oh, so inside BC, you can't talk when you're inside BC. No easy way to leave notes directly on BC documents, manual follow-ups. With our latest feature, you can now leave notes. So now you can solve all your pain points with Ben Cole from Rux. Everyone go buy Rux software if you're doing BC or not. It is completely up to you. Because old Ruxio here, Ben just merged or sold or acquired, or nobody knows what happened. You never know. You just sit by the wayside and watch it all go. When you're Joe, don't you know? Oh, I rhymed. Old Ben Cole says, old Ben Cole was a merry old soul. I don't think that's the first time Ben Cole's ever heard that. I brought up Palantir over here on the other screen mainly because I was worried about stuff. Hey, do you guys want to see what I'm seeing? I'm just going to bring it over here. AI powered automation for every decision. So here's what you want to know what I'm watching these days? So I'm keeping close tabs on this because there's much of the market is ignoring these guys because they're offended that it's like they call it all kinds of stuff, like they call it Big Brother and all whatever, but they're missing something really important in it, and I'm like, miss it at your own peril. It directly affects our market in the ERP software space. Where are we going to go? There's something like future of engineering. There's this thing. I think everybody should watch this. A new era of industrial engineering. I think Dag would like this. Dag Califa. I think Dag would like this. I've got a read on this that I think that's happening in the market. I'll just say that way. And it has to do with what we're talking about here, Palantir, and then this article about OpenAI. This is an ad. So when ChatGPT launched, inbound demand surged. Tens of thousands of companies reached out each month, which was more than traditional forms and workflows could handle. The challenge was more than just scale. Buyers wanted specific answers to key questions in their decision-making process. So we built an AI-powered sales assistant to deliver personalized responses at scale, meeting buyers where they are and turning inbound demand into customers. This story is part of OpenAI on OpenAI, how we use our own tech to transform work. Full story in the video below. Well, listen to this sales assistant. Did you know that I just read out loud? Joe reads the news, this bit about your sales assistant. Did you know, are you watching this video, robots? Am I going to receive a call? No one knows. But the sales assistant might, and I'll just I'll see how long it takes for the sales assistant to reach out to me. Waiting. Yeah, good luck, robots. Man, I'm really into this buried beef. Look at that pecan pie. Oh my gosh, you could get your own brooms. Can I buy merch? Come on. Why can't I buy merch? Will you sell me merchio? I don't think they're shipping the brooms, nor the beef. I think they're burying them. Well, I think that I adequately covered the Buried Beef Festival, Mark Zur. We haven't run into Kristen Hausman though yet. You can find her at Kristen Hausman. Let's see what the sales assistant from OpenAI can do with this. Based 365 accounting. That's Kristen Hausman herself. You can see her at Summit. She will be there. She will be BCing. She does all kinds of stuff. There's Bobby Small and Kristen Hausman. My JP journey. So go. I think she's an MVP, right? She's a MVP. MVP. 6 years in the program as an MVP functional consultant and trainer. Why? Because she's such a great spokesperson. That's why. And that's what you need to be, an MVP. So I'm captivated here. We had a theme going here, right? Not everything is as it themes. Boom. All day long, people. Mark DiGiorgio talks about AI. I like the strong language, the strongly worded language about AI. Decline optional cookies. The Agentic Organization, contours of the next paradigm for the AI era. Murray 5 says, I see the buried beef and raise with Maori Hangi. Pause. Maori Hangi. How do you pronounce it? Hangi? 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 Cultural significance. Traditional New Zealand Maori method. Maori. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce anything. I really honestly never learned to read. I've just been faking it this whole time. It's a method of cooking food in a pit oven using heated rocks hot enough to cook food for several hours. The food, which often includes meat, seafood, and vegetables like kumara, which is just sweet potato, is wrapped in leaves or placed in baskets. It creates a tender, smoky, earthy dish. It is often prepared for special events and occasions. Let's go, man. Smoky tender, earthy. Earthy smoky tender. Like, I would eat that all day, man. Golly, I'm going to have to do lunch early. Just the hungriest person imaginable. They put steak and chicken in there and potatoes. Yeah. Keep on going. Tell me about all this. Oh, my gosh. Jeez Louise. All I want to do is, this is really funny. Will Ferrell's Mr. Feathers. Steve Irwin wrestles Conan late night. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a 12-foot mower. I'm not just slightly, very easily distracted. But I wanted you to go do the NVIDIA thing for the new industrial engineering, because this is a fascinating advertisement for this. Prompt engineering is dead. Goodness gracious. It's like every 5 seconds they're like, prompt engineering is dead is dead. Prompt engineering is dead. Check out the new thing. And it's just like, it goes from 2 months ago to like 1.9 months ago. I digress. Well, we read so much. It's 9:57. I have to release you people back to the wild. Don't you know you have jobs? I can't wait to see everybody in sunny Orlando, Florida for Summit. Nah. Where are you going to go if you're not going to Summit? You can hit, I've got a link. I think it's like Aqueduct C10. Everybody use my link. We're going to post it here on the news. Go to Summit now. Enter in Aqueduct C10. I hope to see you there. Please reach out and schedule time with me. And that way we can actually meet and talk, because it's a whirlwind. And definitely send your people my way. Look, I'm not gonna be two ways about this. Send people to buy things from me. I need money. I do this for a living. Send people who will pay $45,000, and then do a bunch of custom reporting after that. So we're going to put custom reporting up here, and then have them do like 150K of custom reporting. That's what you need to do. I can't wait to see you out there. Ding, ding, ding. In sunny Orlando. We're going to go get coffee together, or maybe mud water. We'll see if Dan Rippey is up for. I want to cash in my IOU from Dan Rippey. We were supposed to do mud water together. I will bring the many pallets I have of. I actually have pallets of mud water. I'm going to lean into the audience now. So behind me, if you see all those guys, pallets of mud water, like shrink wrapped pallets. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to hunt down Mark Zur, talk to him about buried beef. I'm going to hunt down Murray Fife and talk to him about Maori hangi. I'm hungry. Is that when you're hangry, like in New Zealand? I'm at that point right now. And then I'm going to hunt down Kristen Hassman to read the news. And then Nico may not make the tripio. And then we'll hunt down Bobby Small, because he's the community guy. We're going to go hang out with all the people, and then we will read the news live in Orlando. Until then, it's 10:10. The next news will be the last news before Orlando. So, until then, go eat some buried beef. Goodbye. Ooh, goodbye. Goodbye. Ha-ngi. The chats are coming in fast and furious. Ha Nagi. Oh, maybe I got it. Ha Nagi. Brum, brum, bum, 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 bum. We need music on the way out. How about indie rock? This has been Joe. Joe reads the news live from a Texas mesquite grove. A good day.